Let's start with number 15. Leaky boat hull in 2019. A man in Florida tried to patch a leak in his small fishing boat using nothing but silver duct tape. He believed the sticky wonder would hold the hull together while he navigated shallow waters. For about 10 minutes, the tape seemed to work. The hull stopped leaking, or at least slowed it enough for him to row toward shore. Then, as physics and water pressure reminded him who was boss, the tape peeled off like a stubborn bandage, leaving the boat half filled with water. Nearby onlookers reportedly tried to warn him, but he waved his hands and insisted it was temporary. Emergency services later rescued him, and the boat was declared unsalvageable. The image of a man paddling frantically while bits of duct tape floated around him became an instant internet meme. 14. Broken glasses bridge. A college student in New York once tried to repair a completely snapped glasses bridge with duct tape during finals week. The sticky solution looked more like a mini art project than a functional fix. Every time he put the glasses on, the tape shifted and stuck to his eyebrows, leaving tiny silver stripes across his forehead. Walking across campus became a challenge because the hinge was unpredictable, snapping occasionally and flinging the frames forward. Classmates claimed they watched him attempt to eat lunch with duct-taped glasses, resulting in noodles stuck to the tape. The entire campus learned of this heroic, sticky solution within hours as photos spread online, accompanied by captions joking about inventing duct tape fashion. The glasses lasted until the end of finals, but only because the student refused to blink too hard. 13. Roof leak during a hurricane. During a minor hurricane in Louisiana, one desperate homeowner attempted to seal a leaking roof with a roll of duct tape. He climbed up with the storm wind threatening to blow him off and slapped strips over each puddle, believing duct tape could outsmart Mother Nature. Rainwater poured around the edges, but the tape stuck momentarily, giving him a false sense of security. A local news crew caught the scene, showing a flapping, shiny silver roof that looked like a chaotic patchwork quilt. By evening, most of the tape had peeled off, taking small bits of shingles with it. Neighbors later recalled the spectacle, joking that his roof looked like a modern art installation. He survived the storm, though the house still needed a professional repair. 12. Car bumper replacement. In rural Texas, a driver with a smashed rear bumper tried to hold it together with nothing but duct tape. The bumper hung at an awkward angle, bouncing every time he drove over a bump. Friends watched in horror as he confidently rolled down the highway, proudly proclaiming, "It's fine, it's secure." Each stoplight became a minor disaster, with chunks of tape flapping like metallic ribbons in the wind. Cars behind him either honked in disbelief or avoided him entirely. Locals later reported seeing him return home with the bumper almost fully detached, trailing a ribbon of shiny silver tape down the street. The police didn't issue a ticket, but the image of a duct-taped car became a viral sensation on a Texas Facebook group dedicated to absurd DIY fixes. 11. Wobbly dining chair. In 2018, a family in Ohio had a dining chair with one leg loose and rocking dangerously. Instead of replacing it, they wrapped it with duct tape. At first, the chair seemed stable enough, holding an unsuspecting teen while he attempted to eat spaghetti. Mid-bite, the leg shifted, tilting the chair just enough for the teen to land on the floor in a dramatic slow-motion collapse. Everyone at the table gasped, then laughed, realizing the duct tape wasn't exactly engineered for weight bearing. The chair continued to wobble with a sticky silver halo around the leg for months. Friends and relatives visiting the house commented on the creative upholstery, joking that it doubled as modern art. The family eventually retired the chair, but not before duct tape became the family's unofficial dinner companion. 10. Leaky garden hose. A gardener in Oregon tried to repair a punctured garden hose with duct tape. The initial patch looked neat, tightly wrapped in spirals along the hole. Unfortunately, when the hose was turned on, water pressure caused the tape to bubble and peel away, spraying an unintended fountain across the lawn. The gardener tried holding the hose in place with one hand while cranking the water pressure down, but it quickly became a slippery mess. Neighbors reported seeing a silver spiral of tape flying through the air as the hose escaped into the flower beds. Photos captured the chaos, showing a silver stream of tape-tinted water arching dramatically. The garden was watered, but not exactly as intended. 9. Sneaker sole disaster. In London, a student attempted to save her favorite sneakers after the sole began separating from the shoe. Duct tape became her heroic tool. She wrapped the entire sole in a shiny silver hug and strutted confidently to class. Initially, it held, but every step created a loud, comedic flap sound, earning her nickname Duct Tape Shoes among classmates. Mud and dirt clung to the tape instantly, making the shoes look more like abstract art than footwear. By the end of the week, the tape had partially peeled off, leaving the sole flapping loosely with each step. Photos of her duct tape shoes circulated on social media, celebrated for both ingenuity and absurdity. 8. Broken umbrella frame. A tourist in Tokyo tried to repair a snapped umbrella frame with duct tape during a sudden rainstorm. He wrapped the metal rods in spirals, hoping the sticky silver would hold the umbrella's shape. For about 2 minutes, it functioned like a regular umbrella, giving him false hope. Then a gust of wind turned it inside out, leaving the tape-strapped spokes pointing every which way. Passersby stared as he struggled to wrestle the rebellious umbrella back into submission. Photos went viral on social media, captioned with jokes about duct tape weatherproofing. Eventually, he surrendered to the rain, drenched but still proudly holding his tape-wrapped, upside-down contraption. 7. Cracked smartphone screen. In California, a teenager tried to hold her cracked smartphone screen together with duct tape. She carefully wrapped the edges, attempting to prevent further cracks. For a short while, the tape held the glass in place, and she could still use the touchscreen, though finger swipes often stuck to the tape. By day 2, dirt and dust collected on the sticky surface, making every tap a messy, smudgy experience. Friends laughed as she explained her budget repair, while family members wondered why she hadn't just bought a cheap replacement. Pictures of the duct-taped phone spread online, earning the teen minor internet fame for extreme frugality combined with absurd problem-solving. 6. Cat carrier reinforcement. A pet owner in Australia tried to secure a flimsy plastic cat carrier using duct tape after the latch broke. The sticky strips were placed haphazardly, covering the entire top and sides. The cat, unimpressed, immediately clawed through the tape, creating a silver and fur masterpiece. The carrier wobbled precariously, making a strange rattling sound with each movement. Neighbors reported seeing the owner dragging the taped carrier while the cat peeked out like a grumpy, shiny escape artist. Photos of the duct-taped carrier circulated on a local pet forum, with comments joking that the cat had officially upgraded to a luxury duct-tape suite. 5. Mailbox mishap. In Vermont, a resident tried to fix a broken mailbox post with duct tape after it snapped during a winter snowstorm. Silver strips spiraled around the post, attempting to hold it upright. The tape performed decently at first, giving the illusion of a stable mailbox. Then a gust of wind sent the duct-taped post swinging sideways, nearly hitting a passing dog walker. Locals reported the sight as comical, with one neighbor describing it as a shiny, wobbling modern art installation on the street. Mail carriers had to tread carefully, dodging the lopsided, tape-wrapped mailbox, and photos later made their way onto neighborhood social media groups. 4. Leaning bicycle handlebar. A commuter in Amsterdam faced a loose bicycle handlebar and, instead of visiting a shop, wrapped duct tape around the stem. The tape held for a few blocks, but with every turn, the handlebar shifted slightly, creating a bizarre zigzag motion. Fellow cyclists watched as the rider zigged left and zagged right, shouting over the wobbling bike. Pedestrians commented that it looked like a performance art piece on wheels. By the end of the journey, the tape had frayed, leaving the handlebar twisting dangerously. The incident was captured on video and posted online with the title "Duct Tape Biking Olympics," gaining instant attention for sheer absurdity. 3. Falling bookshelf. In Chicago, a student tried to prevent a collapsing bookshelf from tipping over using duct tape. The bottom shelf had cracked, and the student wrapped the sides and middle in silver strips, believing this would hold the structure. The tape provided minimal support, but as soon as the heaviest book was placed on the top shelf, the bookshelf wobbled and made loud creaking noises. Classmates reportedly rushed in to watch the suspenseful wobble. Eventually, one dramatic shift caused the shelf to fall, scattering books across the floor. The duct tape remained partially attached, dangling like a failed safety net. Photos of the aftermath were shared online with captions joking about duct tape engineering 101. 2. Toilet seat fix. A man in England attempted to fix a broken toilet seat using duct tape. He wrapped it around the hinges and sides, creating a shiny silver spectacle in the bathroom. Sitting down resulted in a creaking, wobbling experience, and at one point, the tape shifted, sending the seat slightly askew. Visitors were reportedly shocked upon entering the restroom, unsure whether the tape was a decoration or a desperate repair. The image of a duct-taped toilet seat later went viral on social media, inspiring memes about DIY bathroom luxury and absurd household fixes. 1. Car headlight hold. In Brazil, A driver whose car headlight had fallen out tried to secure it with duct tape. Long silver strips crisscrossed over the headlight and hood, giving the car a futuristic patchwork look. The headlight stayed in place temporarily, but vibrations from driving made it shift and wobble, giving a flashing disco-like effect at night. Other drivers honked as they passed, both amused and confused by the glittering silver spectacle. Pictures spread online, with captions joking about badgered car mods and duct tape as the ultimate automotive accessory.